Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother Yosef, and I'm back with another video. I hope you guys have been doing well out there in YouTube land. Hope everyone has been having a great day today on this Sunday. Today, family, I want to talk about Plant Magic 101. Okay, and I want to mention a few things in this video to kind of help you guys understand Mother Earth and to help you guys understand nature and plants. And also I want to give away a few little couple, herbal secrets or things you can do with trees or herbs and stuff like that. All right. To help you protect yourself, to help make your life easier. Okay. I want to give away a couple secrets with that, family. All right. So, like I said, I hope everyone has been doing well. If anybody's looking for the medallions, I think we might be sold out now. If we're not, I'm pretty sure we're down to like 2 or 3 left. And if you guys, anyone else want a medallion, you will have to just wait till next month. We come out with a certain amount every month. So next month and the second week of the month, we'll have more medallions. All right. But thank you to everyone who has bought the medallions, and I'm getting nothing but great feedback from the medallions. They feel great. They look great. People have been just loving it, right? They've been loving the medallion. So thank you once again for the support. So to start this video out, family, I want you guys to understand that something that most people who say they understand Mother Earth don't really understand Mother Earth. And I want to break down something that is, and I got some notes here, family, because I want to make sure I cover everything I want to say, right? But I think some people don't really understand what Mother Earth is, right? And how she operates, right? And that's a very strong word I'm using, how she operates. Because the biggest secret about Mother Earth, and the thing you need to understand about Mother Earth, family, is that she is nothing but artificial intelligence. That's right. Mother Earth is super highly advanced artificial intelligence. Okay? Well, if somebody say, well, Brother Yosef, how can she be artificial intelligence? She's organic. No, she's organic to you. She's organic to you. Just like if you lived in a computer system, if you lived in the metaverse, let's say, that's organic to you, that metaverse. But outside the metaverse is the real world. Okay? The real world. Right? So I want you guys to understand that when you live on the third dimension, you're in a false reality. Okay, you're in a false reality, family. And in that reality, family, Mother Earth is operating a certain way, and it's not real the way you think it is. Okay, so yes, the Mother Earth is organic based on the third dimension, and because you live here, she provides what you need, right? That's the first thing I want you to understand, that, right? So look at the Earth, family, as having an old operating system. That's the best way I can describe it. Mother Earth is nothing but Windows 97, and we're in the high other worlds. Let's say the fifth dimension is operating on Windows 11. So the third dimension is like being stuck in Windows 97. Really not even 97. The third dimension is so low, it's like being stuck in the first Windows operating system that ever got put out. That's a better way to look at it, right? So let's just say the fifth dimension is Windows 11, right? And the third dimension is like Windows 95, okay? We'll look at it like that, right? But there are all Windows. That's what I want you to pay attention to in this video. All those operating systems are still Windows. They're just more advanced versions of the Windows system. And that's the same thing with the dimensions we live in, family. The dimensions we live in are nothing but more advanced versions of Mother Earth. So the fourth dimension is Mother Earth as well. It's just a more advanced version of Mother Earth. The fifth dimension is Mother Earth as well. It's just a more advanced version of Mother Earth, okay? So in the third dimension, family, Mother Earth gives you everything you need in the third dimension to survive. She provides water for you. She provides food, clothing, shelter. You can literally live in nature, and if you know what you're doing, you can have all your needs provided, like many of the Aboriginal cultures did many years ago, and some are still doing to this day. Okay, so in 3D, Mother Earth gives you everything you need to survive. And if you take something like 5D, in 5D you provide her with everything she needs. Because as an individual in a 5D, you produce your own light, right? You produce your own light in the 5D, which is where we're heading to. That's the goal of a planet, is to head toward at least from 3D to 5D. Okay? Look at the 4D as like a stopping station for everything. Spaceships, people, souls, spirits, they all stop through the fourth dimension. It's kind of like the internet for all the dimensions. Look at the fourth dimension like that. All right? So we're going to talk about 5D. We're going to skip 4D and go to 5D, right? And 5D, you give life and meaning to her, to Mother Earth, to the system. Because in that reality, you kind of create what you want to create. You create what you need without needing Mother Earth to provide it for you. You're kind of like your own God in the fifth dimension. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that. In the 3D, Mother Earth provides you with everything you need. In 5D, you provide her, or the dimension you live in. It forms to your reality, to what you think and what you need, okay? Now, if you're going to understand plant magic first, now that we understand what Mother Earth is, a computer system. That's all she is. She's an operating computer operation system, right? And you can hack into her, and you can do magic, and you can do all these types of things to change the system for your benefit. The difference is in the 3D, you got to do magic to do that. In 5D, you just think about what you want. If you have the correct body, you think about what you want, and you manifest it, whatever you need in that dimension, okay? And of course, up there, you don't need food or water, but whatever you need, whatever you want, you manifest it in the fifth dimension, all right? Now, to go even deeper, I want you guys to understand there's different levels you got to understand when you're dealing with plants, right? So we know what Mother Earth is, and we're going to go talk about deeper aspects of that program, which goes into minerals. If you're going to start to understand plants, family, you got to understand minerals, okay? That's the first level of understanding plant magic, or the animal kingdom, because all of that stuff comes out of minerals. So the type of minerals that you have in the ground, the better your plants are. I was just talking to a young brother, he's probably going to watch this video, who offered his help with to help us on our land. And he talked about how you can take the trees that we took down, the trees we chopped down. You could take them trees and put it back into the soil. And I told the brother, I said, that's a really good idea. You know what I'm saying? That's great. He was saying that the minerals that the trees absorb will go back into the soil and feed the soil. And it's so true, right? And when you do stuff like that, you're reprogramming, right? Because I was just going to raise beds, right? That way I can have more control over what I'm growing, right? Raise beds. But if I want to get my land in the minerals of my land up to par, then I need somebody that's going to, kind of know what they're doing with the minerals. But I also understand that the programming of trees and the way the plant kingdom even starts with minerals. So this is where crystals and trees connect, right? Because we know crystals are minerals, and light merge together, you get crystals, right? That energy also connects to trees, right? So when Mother Earth mixes with the correct forms of light in the crystals, light and earth, you can feed the trees the correct computer programs for it to grow correctly, and you can put into it what you need to put into it. We also going to talk in this video about how you can actually what's the word? We're also going to talk about this video, family, how you can actually program the trees yourself, right? You can imprint the trees, is what I'm trying to say. You can do imprints on the trees or the plants that you're trying to grow, based on what you're trying to do, right? So the first thing you want to do is understand minerals, family. Okay, that's very important when you're planting trees and when you're planting plants. You want to understand the type of minerals you're working with, right? The next thing you want to understand is the nature of the plant that you're going to be planting, or the energy, like the yin and the yang, right? So some plants, in case you guys didn't notice, some plants are yin energy, some plants are yang energy, okay? When the sun rises in the morning, you're dealing mostly with yang energy, Y-A-N-G, yang. You're dealing with electric force. You're dealing with that power, strength. You're dealing with that in the morning time when the sun is out. When the sun sets, you're dealing mostly with yin energy. This is why you see movies where, the ghosts come out at night, because ghosts are nothing but yin energy anyway. They're nothing but yin energy anyway. So The ghosts come out at night. Stuff happens at night. But some plants thrive on that type of energy when the soil and the vibration on the planet is mostly yin, right? So what I'm really trying to tell you guys is that the earth is more spiritual at nighttime. There's more spirituality going on inside the soil and between the trees and with Mother Earth when the sun is setting, when it's more of a yin energy, right? So you need to understand when you're planting some plant. You got some plants also that bloom at night, right? Under the energy of the moon. The earth is also more magnetic during that time, okay? So this is why people do a lot of moon magic for spell casting over sun magic, right? Now I gotta, and I'll move on because I can go into a whole nother video with that information alone, okay? So you need to understand when you're planting a plant, what type of plant you're planting. Is it a yin plant or a yang plant? And give you guys a prime example. An oak tree will be like a yang plant. An oak tree is powerful, is mighty, right? It has a lot of electric force. It's a powerful tree. It's a yang tree. A tree that will be yin will be something like pine. A pine tree is strong, is tall. They're usually thin, right? But a pine tree is the peace tree. They also call the pine tree the peace tree. The pine tree don't want no smoke, but it gives out a vibration of peace. If you have pine, right? It sets the atmosphere, right? It's a very gentle yin energy. It's a very highly spiritual tree, the pine tree. So that's more of a yin tree. Okay? And I want you guys to understand that. All right? And understanding the environment is very important as well. Where are you planting the tree at? Where are you planting your plants at? Are you going to plant them in the front of your house? Or are you going to plant them in the back of your house? All these things are important, family. Okay? All these things are important. And like I said, y'all, I got some notes here because I don't want to forget to tell you guys everything I want to tell you. Because I got my own way of speaking, but I'll forget to say things, all right? And there's 6 stages to understanding plants, right? The color of the plant is extremely important. In nature, when a animal is poisonous, you kind of know because the animal has a bright color, right? And then bright colors on animals represent stay away, danger, right? It's kind of like that with the plant kingdom as well, right? So the color of the plant is important. It will tell you a lot about the plant. And these are things you guys just need to know so you can understand plants better, right? What type of plant are you dealing with? So the color of the plant will tell you a lot of it's a yin or a yang plant, right? The smell of the plant. Usually good smelling plants are mostly yin, female plants, right? That's right. Plants are male and female, in case you guys didn't know that. So you have some sweet smelling plants that are mostly yin plants, right? Some strong woody smells like frankincense, myrrh. Those are cedar. Those are more yang, male plants, right? So the smell, the color of the plant is important. The smell of the plant is important, right? The shape of the plant, right? And like I said, the habitat and definitely the emotion of the plant. Well, Brother Yosef, how can you tell the emotion of a plant? Well, you ever see those trees and it just seems like you get a bad vibe around them, or you get like a really low vibe? Usually when you go in nature, you feel good. Your spirits are lifted. But some of you have walking through some forest or a swamp maybe. Swamps usually have lower energy. But energy is energy, right? So some of the trees are hanging low. They don't look as strong. The trees look weak. They look like they're discolored. That is a tree that has a low emotional state, right? Those trees don't have a lot of people around them sometimes. Sometimes the trees being around people, being around a lot of nature will help them be more high vibrational. Okay? So you'll find that in a lot of areas where people don't want to go, like swamps. You'll find a lot of trees that carry a lot of low vibratory energy, right? But if you're a plant alchemist, you would know how to use that energy. Sometimes the poisonous plants can heal you. Okay? Sometimes the poisonous plants can heal you. So that's very important for you guys to understand, right? Now, what do I mean by imprinting plants, right? I talked to you guys about imprinting a plant. Well, if you have a house plant and you want it to do something for you, you will imprint it, right? And there's different ways to imprint a plant, right? One of the most powerful plants in the world is definitely the oak tree, right? If I want to make my aura stronger, right? I would do things with that oak tree when it's smaller, when it's younger, that will connect me to it. That will, as it grows stronger, my aura or my spiritual body grows stronger. It's called imprinting. And what ways can you imprint on a plant? Well, you have to, first of all, if you want to imprint on a plant correctly, you have to go with the roots of the plant, right? So you got to mess with the soil, right? That's why it's important, y'all, to know minerals and all this other stuff, right? One of the ways people do it is they add their blood to the roots of the plant, right? And as the plant grows, whatever they need from the plant can help them grow their aura or their spiritual body bigger, right? Some people urinate. Like when a person buys a piece of land, they'll urinate on the land to kind of imprint the land with their energy. So all the trees, and trust me, when you urinate on the land, all the plants around there know you just urinated on the land. And they kind of know who you are at that point because your DNA comes out of your urine as well, right? Your DNA is in your blood. So when you put these things into the roots of the plants, right? Just like we talk about the energy batteries, right? The energy batteries, when you make those, I'll talk about those on my Patreon. When you make the energy batteries and you bury them, when you make them correctly and you bury them in the trees, you're imprinting the tree with your energy, okay? You're imprinting the tree with your energy. So if you have a plant at home that is very good for, let's say, money, you might want to put a couple drops of your blood or your hair in the roots of that plant, okay? Because those things will actually increase your vibration. And also, if the wealth tree grows, you can grow, okay? If the wealth tree grows, you can grow. And I've given out, spells for a simple, a matter of fact, I'll give it out here. There's different ways people create money trees. And I'm going to give you guys a very simple way to create a money tree for yourself. It doesn't have to be a tree, family. It could be a plant. It could be a house plant, right? Get you a nice size house plant. And what you want to do, family, is get a bag that has, it could be a bag this big, right? You can get a bag this big. Make sure it's silk, right? Get the color green or white. I would recommend getting green or white. Silk bag. You can find them on Amazon, eBay, wherever, right? Get you a green silk bag, and you can actually take change, all the change that you can find around your house. Fill that bag up with pennies, quarters, nickels, dimes, right? Put a drop of your blood in there, right? Also, put some of your hair in that bag, right? And you can even put some silver in there, which I will recommend. I will recommend you putting a silver coin in that bag as well. Silver and gold is the money of God. It's going to increase the spiritual frequency of whatever you're trying to do. The silver will, okay? Once you get this bag and you put everything in there, I want you to put it at the bottom of the tree. Put the soil in there if you're going to have it in your house. You guys know how to pot plants. Put the soil at the bottom, and then you're going to put this bag there, and you're going to plant the tree on top of the bag. Okay, and you're going to just let that tree grow roots. You're going to let it grow. You're going to let this thing grow. And it's going to pick up on the frequency of what you're going to do. They call it a money tree. Okay? They call it a money tree. I could give you guys the trees that are good for wealth, but I'm not going to do all the work for y'all. It's very simple. You can Google trees that are good for, or even houseplants that are good for wealth and money. Right? I ain't gonna give y'all all the game. You gotta do some homework, right? That's what I would recommend. And it kind of will work with almost any tree. Of course, like I said, an oak tree will be good. Even a pine tree will be good, but there are some house plants that are good for wealth as well, right? So you can do that. You just imprinted that tree and programmed that tree, family, okay, into a wealth tree. And as that tree grows, your money and your wealth will grow. All right? I have like a bunch of those. We're gonna put a lot of those on the land as well. Money trees, love trees. If you're married or you're in a relationship, you're going to be able to plant your stuff under our love tree and just grow. Grow your relationships, grow your money, grow your health. We're going to have all kind of stuff, family. But you guys can have those, all right? I want to give you guys some plants as well that can help you on a day-to-day basis, that can help you get, good for protection, getting rid of hexes. But the first one I want to give is just a good thing to have if you are a gardener or a person who, you like to grow plants, or you like to have trees in your yard, or you live on some land and you're trying to, keep your land fertile, right? You want to get there's some plants that you can plant on your land or around your house that will make it rain more, okay? And these are actually plants that will help rain come more. Rain are drawn to these plants, the energy of these plants, all right? The first plant is toadstool. Toadstool, a toadstool, right? I had to go blow some books off to get this information, y'all. I wrote the notes down on this years ago. I had to go get one of my old notepads to get this information. You know what I'm saying? Toadstool is good. Toadstool is a plant that you can plant. Cotton is another one. Cotton plants, they draw rain, right? Fern and bracken, Bracken. Bracken is another plant that you can plant. These plants help it rain more if you like to grow. So you might want to plant some of this stuff around your land or around your house if you're big into gardening, right? It draws. Plants are magical, y'all. There's plants that can do pretty much anything, right? And these are the plants that tend to absorb more moisture, and they actually can pull more moisture out of the air. Okay, they can draw rain. Okay. The next herbs I'm going to give you guys are good for protection. You can actually put some of these things in your medicine bag and walk around with it. They carry a vibration that destroys negative frequencies. Okay, gets rid of negative frequencies, and they're really good for blocking spirits and ghosts, and keeping ghosts and stuff away from you. Okay, one of my favorite is African violet. African violet is a really good one. You can have that one. You take some of that, crush it up, put it inside your medicine bag, or even have the plants around your house, right? So African violet is a good one. Agrimony is another one. Star anise is something you can put inside your medicine bag. Okay, I don't recommend a powder form. I actually getting the actual star anise itself, putting inside your medicine bag. Cedar is really good. Cedar is a very powerful negative energy blocker, right? Cedar, right? Cinnamon. If you study spell work, you all know cinnamon is powerful. Right? Cinnamon is a great thing for protection. So, get you some cinnamon sticks. Some cinnamon is really good. I like to do cinnamon water. They call it fire water, but get you some cinnamon sticks, put it in some water, and spray it around your house. That's really good for blocking negative energy and keeping yourself protected, right? The garlic is actually really good, but the problem is garlic stinks. Nobody wants to walk around smelling like garlic all the time. But garlic is really good for keeping away negative spirits, negative energies, parasitic energies. It's really good for keeping those things away. Okay? Mulberry is very good. Those are some of the things I'm going to be growing in my land. Hyssop. Purge me with hyssop and I shall be what? Clean. So hyssop is another thing you can put inside your medicine bag. That's good for cleaning your energy and protecting you. Okay? St. John's wort and sandalwood. Especially if you get sandalwood in a pure oil form, you rub it on your body or rub it around you. I know it has more of a masculine smell to it, but it's really good for protection, deflecting negative energy. Okay? There's a lot of herbs that are really good as well for breaking hexes, right? But these three here, I think, are some of the best for breaking hexes. And all you gotta do is have this stuff around you, and it can slowly dissipate hexes. It can weaken a hex just by having it around you, right? Raw bamboo. Bamboo plants are extremely protective, and even little small pieces of bamboo around a person is extremely protective. If you know about bamboo, it's very hard. It's a very powerful plant. Bamboo, right? Somebody can hit you in the head with a piece of bamboo, could crack your skull. Right? Bamboo is very powerful, but it's a very powerful protector as well. Right? So get you a couple pieces of bamboo. Holy thistle. Holy thistle is extremely powerful for blocking and weakening hexes. Holy thistle. Right? Thistle. Holy thistle is very good for weakening a hex. Do you know that you can actually eat a certain vegetarian diet and get rid of a hex by eating a certain vegetarian diet? Plants are that powerful. So plants can actually weaken hexes. Some plants. Birchwood is another good one. I forgot to say that for protection. Birchwood trees are really good. Those are the one tree I know that demons don't like. Birchwood, especially if you get silver birch. Silver birch is extremely good for blocking demons and getting rid of negative energy. So if you can plant you some silver birchwood trees in your yard or around you, those are very powerful for getting rid of negative energy and hexes and stuff like that. All right. The third one I want to talk about. So we got bamboo, we got holy thistle, and the winter green. Winter green is another powerful one for getting rid of hexes, family. Okay, getting rid of hexes. All right. Now there's some plants I think you should plant around your house, right? That are really good for fortifying your home and securing the protection of your home spiritually. And you know, in my astral projection experiences, I've noticed something that people who are, you got everybody got that one person on the street that's really big into gardening, and they got all these beautiful flowers. I'm telling y'all, that wars off a lot of negative spirits. A lot of negative spirits hate certain plants, and usually those type of people always got one or two plants that they got out in the opening that the negative spirits hate, right? And they can't stand the frequency of those plants. And one of those plants is dandelions, y'all. If you can plant you some dandelions around your house, that dandelion, right? That is actually something that actually is good for blocking negative spirits, right? Dandelions, family, all right? Roses too. Roses are really good for but dandelions carry a frequency that's a little bit better, if you ask me. Dandelions, right? Another thing I recommend doing, and these are just some tips, y'all, is sprinkling cinnamon, right? Get you some cinnamon powder and sprinkle it around your house. Sprinkle it around the plants. Sprinkle it around your back door. Cinnamon is a very powerful blocker. It gets you some dry cinnamon. And it's very powerful. Hopefully a lot of people won't have to use these things, because people who tend to draw negative people to them are the people who always got to use this stuff. We all got to use it once in a while in our life to block negative energy. But some people got people hexing them all the time, right? And like I told y'all before in these videos, 90% of the time when you get hexed, it was your fault. You said something to the wrong person, you did something to the wrong person, and you didn't know they was going to get you. You didn't know they was going to get you. And then they got you, right? So hopefully you guys stay away from negative people, negative places, and negative things to the point where it don't be a hex. But negative energy, y'all, negative energy comes around everybody sometimes. Sometimes nothing you could do about it. You can walk outside and somebody negative is the person that's bagging your groceries, and they got attaching spirits and negativity energy all over them. That's why you got to wear some type of spiritual, medallions and stuff like that. Helm of all, whatever it is, wear some type of spiritual something around you, not just crystals. Crystals are good, but some of y'all don't program y'all crystals correctly, right? And sometimes those crystals got to get strong. But crystals are good, but you want to have some other things, like some prayers and some other things, that can, some correct symbolisms that can actually block a lot of those negative energies and keep them out of your aura. Okay, keep them out of your aura, family. All right, so that's the video, family. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We talked about what Mother Earth really is. You guys got an understanding of that. We talked about the plants themselves, the different ways of understanding plants, right? Understanding the mineral kingdom, understanding the energy, the yin and the yang energy. Yin is female, yang is male energy. That's very important when it comes to plants. Some of y'all don't know that plants are male and female. They are, right? And then understand the environment that the plants are in, right? So an alchemist would know how to transmute a negative environment with trees and stuff into a positive environment, right? A person who studies herbology really heavy, they know how to do those things. So that's what that is, family. And we talked about some herbs that you guys can have that can help you a lot. Right? And we also talked about imprinting, right? Understanding what imprint. I gave you guys on a basic level, because this is a 101 Plant Magic 101 class. And we'll go deeper, right? We'll do a 102, 103. But this is a basic understanding of plants and a couple of herbs that you guys can have that will help you for protection, that will help you with hexes. You know what I'm saying? And things like that, right? And then I think another thing that people miss is that they don't know plants are emotional. Yes, plants can get very emotional. Plants know it when you sing to them. They love it when you sing to them. I remember growing up in the house, my mother would play Kenny G to the point where I got tired of Kenny G. You know, she would play Kenny G, but the plants loved it. I look back on it now. My mom had a plant, and this plant literally it grew around the ceiling of the house. Like it grew around the whole ceiling. My mom would just call them her babies and sing to them, and I know a lot of y'all got mamas like that, or grandmamas, or aunties that just sing to the plants. Some of y'all might have uncles that do that, right? But some people love plants, man, and plants love them back. Plants love them back, y'all. All right. So this is Brother Yosef. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will holler at y'all in the next one. All right. Peace, family. And this video was requested. That's why I did it. It was requested for a long, long, long time. So I finally did the video. Plant Magic 101. Hope you guys understand. Hope you guys loved it. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace, family.